Hey guys, Dr. 𝒊𝒔𝒏𝒕 here with River City Chiropractic, and today in this video we're going to be touching on the top causes of high blood pressure and then going through some natural solutions that you can use to balance your blood pressure and get that back down to where it normally needs to be. So one thing that we can all agree on, I'm sure, is that your high blood pressure that you're maybe dealing with is not due to lack of medications in your body. And another thing, people tend to be under the assumption that their high blood pressure is genetic. So their parents had high blood pressure, their parents did, and so it's just something that you have to deal with. There's nothing that you can do. But if you look at the reality, your genes have changed less than 1% in thousands of years, but yet the rates of blood pressure and heart disease and cancer and these problems just continue to increase each and every year. So there's no way that it can be genetic. In fact, genes do not turn themselves on or off on their own. They do that through triggers through your environment. Okay, and that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit today. What's affecting your environment? So our body responds to physical, emotional, chemical stresses, and so that changes and influences what genes are affected. But number one thing that can lead to high blood pressure is stress, and so that can be chemical stress, can be emotional stress. So 80% of visits to a medical doctor are for some sort of stress-related illness. Okay, and so this issue has been getting worse and worse every single year, especially with everything that we're dealing with right now. And so the problem is stress. Short term is actually a good thing. It's your body adapting to the environment, but prolonged stress, chronic stress, is really where it becomes a problem because it impacts your hormones, particularly a hormone called cortisol. And so cortisol, it shuts your digestion down. It weakens your immune system, it causes your body to break down muscle, but it also impacts your blood pressure. So if you're being chased by a tiger or something, that's great if your blood pressure goes up because then you can run faster and get away from the tiger. If it's chronic stress and it's from something else and it's prolonged, then that's not good because elevated blood pressure, it affects your brain function, kidney function, can cause vision loss, put you more at risk for heart attack or stroke. So some things that you can be doing to help to manage or mitigate the stress as much as possible. You're not going to be able to eliminate all of it, obviously, but exercise, number one, that's been shown over and over again to be one of the best solutions to helping people, manage their stress. So outside is best. It doesn't take much. I mean, 5, 10, 15 minutes going outside, going for a walk, jog, just doing things like that has been shown to greatly reduce people's risk of heart disease or high blood pressure. Doing things like yoga, that's also very relaxing. You're getting some exercise in, meditation, breath work. Those are all great solutions to helping to mitigate your stress as much as possible. So if people are stressed, then most people turn to eating sweets and things like that. So usually when people are stressed, the foods that they eat aren't the greatest. And that leads into the second thing here, which is the standard American diet. So our diet here in the United States tends to be loaded with processed foods, sugars, bad fats. So all those things, they destroy your gut. They cause lots of inflammation in the body and the arteries. And so it literally damages the lining of the arteries. And so now your body's repairing that. It tends to actually form plaques in there. And that's going to increase your blood pressure even more and cause that to go up even higher. So the foods that you're eating. So number one, it starts with making better choices as far as what you're eating. So eating more healthy fats, veggies, clean, lean, grass-fed meats, things like that, and avoiding the processed foods and the sugars because it's kind of just part of this vicious cycle that I'm going through here. You're stressed, you start eating poorly, all that sugar and the damage that's causing to your gut then actually has been shown to you're increasing the toxins, but it also leads to more of the anxiety and the mental health issues that people are dealing with, which feeds back into more stress. And so, so if you're eating the standard American diet, then chances are you're going to be consuming a lot of additional toxins that don't necessarily belong in your body as well, from pesticides, GMOs, all the added hormones and artificial sweeteners and dyes and things like that. And so again, similar to the diet, that's going to damage your gut. It causes more mental health issues and also damages the arteries as well, which then puts your body, it's responding to those toxins, so it puts your body into more of a state of stress. And so it's just kind of this vicious cycle. So when it comes to toxins, I mean, just trying to get as much organic as you can. Looking at some of the products that you use in your house from your cleaners. So baking soda, vinegar, those are amazing. Clean tons of stuff with that. We use a lot of water and just essential oils. And so making your own personal care products, or at least buying more natural ones. So these are all tips that you guys can use to basically start to mitigate or reduce the amount of toxins that you're exposed to, getting a good water filter. And so by doing these sorts of things, just changing these 3 things, and that can greatly improve somebody's blood pressure. And so I hope you found this video helpful for you today and take some of this to heart. And we've seen this work time and time again with a lot of our patients, and so I hope it does the same for you. So we'll see you in the next video.